You can nail those low notes. I'm going to show you how and prove it works. We're going to talk about the lie that keeps you from reaching those low notes. I'm going to give you a quick tip so that you can do it in any song right now. And we'll talk about the truth about what your voice is really waiting to do for you. Hey there, I'm Kim Snyder, master vocal coach, vocal repair expert, and creator of the Voice Club method, the only method in existence based on the current proven science that we know about the anatomy of the voice and the neurology of what controls it. The big lie about low notes is that it's all about range. If you don't have the right range, you'll never sing those low notes. But range is really just one of those concepts that came along with, well, honestly, a lot of others that we're demystifying in a webinar we call Game Changer. You should sign up for that, link in the description. But range, as a word, is a musical construct. The physical anatomical voice just simply does not work the way most people explain range. If range is a musical construct that is not at all helpful to us in reaching low notes, then why did we learn that in the first place? Well, that all goes back to the big why we all don't sing like we could right now. That is that over 95% of all singing advice out there is based on theories that have been 100% disproven by science. Not only that, but the other 5% out there is based on science that is over 50 years old. And hey, I'm not blaming. I wouldn't have known any different if it weren't for the unique opportunity I had to have my voice completely destroyed by doctors twice, and 2 times being told by the world's top vocal surgeon there was no scientific basis for me to ever even make a creaky sound again. What I learned in doing what science said was impossible twice is that your voice can do amazingly more than even science has proven. And we've been proving it in singers ever since. So just ignore whatever you've believed about the limitations of your vocal range. What your body can really reach as far as its limitation of notes is based on 2 things. One, the current condition of your vocal machine. The second thing it's dependent on is what's inside your brain's singing database up here. This is everything you've ever picked up, whether you've studied or not, everything you've ever believed about how to sing. Because what's up here will decide what this can do. It's the boss. The truth is that your voice can already reach much lower notes than you think it can. The real problem is not in the voice, it's in the brain's singing database. And in order to fix that, first we have to detach that old data that's not serving you well. We need to provide physical proof to the brain of what your voice can do. And then we need to start rebuilding that singing database so that it's based on what your anatomy can actually do, which is a whole lot more than your brain is allowing your voice to do right now. Now I'm going to walk you through the steps, then I'm going to do it in my own voice and give you an example. Then I want you to try it and post in the comments what happened. Here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to sing a word. We'll make the word low, since we're aiming for low notes, and we're going to sing it and go down and down until it reaches the lowest comfortable note we can sing it before it starts to feel like low. You know what I mean? So before it gets there, we want to find what is our lowest comfortable note and write that note down. Then we're going to rev up the machine and give it permission to do what it already can do. And after I show you how to do that, we're going to sing the same word low, 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 lower and lower and lower until we reach again the lowest comfortable note. Write that down. And look at the difference in what was your lowest, not force note, not push note, but your lowest easily comfortable low note. You're going to be surprised. All right, you want to see it in action? Let's go. All right, low. Low, 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 low. Well, that's going to get uncomfortable, right? It doesn't come out. And if I made it go low, but that's not comfortable, so we can't count there. Low, 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 low. It's probably my comfortable low note. Let's find it. Low. All right, that's a low C. Now we're going to do what I call revving up the vocal machine, because your vocal anatomy, what is really required for you to sing, all exists within this tiny little home. It requires nothing out of your butt or your lungs or your diaphragm or your shoulders or your ears. It requires none of that. It's not my opinion. It's the actual proven neurological science. All right, let's rev up that vocal machine. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a nice big relaxed a yawn or a stretch. We're going to sigh and we're going to go, ah. just going to sigh down to fry. Now, there's a lot of lies out there about vocal fry too. Vocal fry is not a vocal damaging thing in the least. A true vocal fry is simply a condition that exists when your vocal cords are moving as slowly as they can. That's why it sounds, it should feel really easy, okay? Sigh down to fry. We're just gonna, nice and relaxed. We're gonna slide that tone down. I like to think of the word melt, melting candle. Let's sit down there. We want to find a nice, low, relaxed sound. When it gets down there, let it sit down there a little bit. We're not aiming for any notes or any tones. We're just letting it sit as low as it comfortably can. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the letter M. We're going to do a slide. So we're just going to take a and we're going to slide that down into the same general neighborhood. You'll know comfortably low when you hit it because any lower than that, the note doesn't come out and it's comfortable where you're at. That's why we call it comfortably low. There's nothing forced about it. There's nothing pushed about it. It's not hard in any way. Now let's repeat our low, 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 low exercise and see if we gained anything. Low, 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 low. Feels pretty good there. Low. All right, I gained 2 steps lower than I was before. I've got a pretty well-developed low range, so to gain 2 extra steps on that is a huge deal. And outside of like when I'm doing learning tracks for groups and I have to do the bass track, I never sing down there anyway. When you do this in your own voice, I bet you're going to gain a whole lot more than 2 steps. Try it for yourself, and all I ask is that you post in the comments, how many did you add after you revved the engine up? Now, we can build that vocal range in specific ways that make it permanent, but those low notes are already there for you to access. It's just what's up here in your singing database is telling this, oh no, you can't do that. Don't do that. You can't do that. No, you don't sing that low. We just proved otherwise. And after you try this, you should be thinking, what else can my voice do that I'm not aware of? I'm glad you asked. I'm getting ready to launch our 30-day Singer Restart Your Vocal Engine Challenge. In 30 days, you can uncover exactly what your voice is all ready to do. And I will give you very concrete, specific ways to test the 5 qualities of a vocal athlete to know exactly where you're at in those 5 qualities and to know what comes next. To make yourself a smarter singer who can master their own voice. And that frees you up to really enjoy singing so much more. And you're going to start giving your voice a whole lot more credit once you see what's under the hood. Go to thevoiceclub.com. You'll find it there, thevoiceclub.com. Now, how do you get those low notes to show up in that song? The number one thing you need to do is relax. Forcing low notes is a temporary fix that will only show up sometimes and can be vocally damaging over time. So, not a good idea. Do a nice relaxed yawn and stretch before you go out to sing. And a lot of times those low notes are at the start of a song. So while that music is starting right before you sing, you back up from the mic and you just do that nice sliding I gave you. Then you just sit down that nice gravel. It should feel nice and relaxed. You can even roll your shoulders a little bit and relax your body. You can do it in a way that looks like you're grooving along to the song. But you're actually telling your body, get out of there, stress. It's time to let the machine purr. And then when you pull that mic up, you go right into that low note. Give it a try. You're going to be surprised. So stop blaming your voice. It can already reach those low notes. Stop taking singing advice. It's the root of the entire problem. And save time and frustration. Just join my free Facebook group. Ask me any question you want. The link is in the description, so I hope to see you over there in a couple minutes. Smart singers understand how their voice really works, and they demand proof that every bit of advice that they're given actually works in what you've got right now. So start demanding answers. Then get out there and sing those low notes.